It's me, Mario. Hello.
Hello, it's me, the Bored Belgian, and welcome to something brand new I'm going to try out. This is, as you can see, Super Mario 64. We are going to try and explore some older games from when I was a little Bored Belgian, and see how it goes. And this is one of my all-time favorites on the Nintendo 64. So therefore, I chose this one to begin with. I'm going to record everything right behind each other, and I'm going to try to cut as little as possible as other videos, because in normal videos, well, in the few videos I did some voice commentary, I tried to do my absolute best, and I did cut a whole lot of the commentary, and I'm going to try to not do that with this series. So my apologies if I misspell something or I mispronounce something, or my grammar is not that great. I'm a learning YouTuber, you can say, and see this as the learning process. So everything you have seen now is like the beginning of the game, entering the castle, and some people would be familiar with what I'm going to do now. This is the very first stage of the whole game, Bomb-omb field, pretty iconic, and maybe a few of your people know it. And the very first star we are going to try to get is right on top of that mountain. So we are starting our journey over there. Also, a little disclaimer: I bought a new controller for this series, and the controls, like the D-pad and the joysticks, are brand new, so they are a bit stiff. So if you see some janky movement on my part, then you know where it comes from. Well, I just did my first cut there because I didn't know what to talk about. But yeah, this is pretty much like just going around and around to get around the mountain and trying not to fall down. But yeah, we are trying to do our best to get on top of this bloody mountain. One little secret we have over here, I don't know if many people know this, but you can teleport right on top to the top of the mountain. And here we have our first boss of the game. Here they try to teach you how to sneak up behind like big bosses like him, and ultimate for the Bowser fights you are going to do. With Bowser, you have to grab his tail in order to throw him away and to try to hit him with spiky bomb things you have dotted around the field. So yeah, that's quite challenging. Now we just need him to get a third time, making a little move. I go a little bit away from him to start him move, to get him start moving, otherwise he is going to spin really fast and you can't get behind this boss. But yeah, there we go. There we have our very first star, if I can get it. So yeah, that's a nice start. For the second star, we're going to straight back into this level. and we are going to try and race this big Koopa. He wants to race with me to the top of the mountain we just went to see who is the fastest to get on top, and if we get there first, then we might get a star, but we shouldn't do stuff like that too often, because as you can if you saw, then he is pretty much right behind me. You can use the teleport trick that I show you in the previous star round to get on the top quicker, but I'm going to do it like fully now, just to show you that it can be done also in this manner. Oh, that is going to be close. Okay. So yeah, you can see even if you derp a little bit, you still can make it to the top first. And normally the Koopa isn't going to be too far behind. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, there he is, there he is. So yeah, now he is going to give us the second star. Great. For the future also, now I'm going to do probably Super Mario 64 from start to finish. If you have any suggestions for other levels, just write it in the comments, and I will read all the. Wow, my words. I will read all of them, and then consider playing maybe some of your suggestions. There are some games that are already on my list, but I don't know when I'm going to play them, like Zelda Ocarina of Time, I think. Time of yeah. I'm confusing words right now. I'm too busy playing. But yeah, that's one that is on my list because I never played it as a kid. I never played it. I never had it in my collection. So yeah, that's one I really want to try out. Other ones would be Banjo and Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. As a kid, I only had Banjo-Tooie, so I never played the first one. So that's also probably going to happen. Yeah, and Banjo-Tooie, I've played it a lot, but I never actually finished the game. Just like Super Mario 64, I did go to the last Bowser battle, yeah, the third one, but I never finished it actually. So yeah, that's a little thing I have to confess. Now we are going to try to get all the red coins, and if I remember correctly, I should know them. I should know the positions of all of them. So I hope this turns out pretty good, otherwise I'm going to make a fool out of myself. So that's... damn it. Yeah, the controller is not that great. I miss a lot of like fine controls in my joystick. Well, that sounded a bit weird, but yeah, exactly. I don't have the fine controls in this joystick I bought. Normally in the original Nintendo 64 controllers, you had a lot more specific movements you can do, and this joystick is just set to the direction you can point it at, and that sounds like there is no problem at all. It should do that, but yeah, normally if you have, god damn it, if you played a little bit of Nintendo 64 games back in the day, you probably should know what I am talking about the finer details. Like with the original joysticks, you can also walk very slowly, and as you can see, I'm trying now, but Mario is Mario is starting to walk full force right away. So yeah, that should not be the case actually. But yeah, I think, do I have them all? This is 6, 7. Then I think I forgot the one on top of the floating island. So let's get that one really quick. But yeah, like I said, as you can see, the controls are not that great at the moment, but hopefully that should be a lot better in the future when the D-pad and the joystick is a little bit more worn in, a little bit more played with, so the buttons gets a little bit looser. The next star in this level, I think, is the one here on top where we need the wing cap, but as you can see, we don't have it yet and we can't get it right away, so I'm going to skip that star and going right to the last star of this level, not counting the 100 coin star that you can get in each and every level. I'm not going to get all 120 stars in this playthrough. I'm just set on finishing the game. So I'm going to get the stars I need and the stars I know how to get, so I don't make a fool out of myself. Yeah, because they are like a bit more challenging levels in this game that I still can't play properly if I set my S to it. So, oh no. Okay, we touched that. Now we should be quick and set this guy free. So now we already have 5 stars, and maybe it's a good idea to wrap the first episode up right here, and get the remaining stars next episode for the very first Bowser fight. So I thank you for watching. If you liked it, give a like. If you disliked it, dislike it. And even if you really want to see more of this, please consider subscribing. I thank you all for watching, and I see you next time. Bye bye!